And I'm going to come right into this TMJ. Got it. Ooh, that made a little click. Did you hear that? You, everybody watching. I'm going to push counter here. Ooh, that made a crack. Did you hear that? Okay. All right, are we friends? Ugh. All right. All right, so we have Ruby back. It's number 9, right, Ruby? Yes or no? Put your hand up. All right, it's the 9th treatment. We got them for 9 times. They're watching your video because you're so cute. So Deb, the mom, is going to give us an update. How is Ruby doing?
She's doing really well. She's quite naughty now, actually, because she feels good. And she's chasing squirrels.
I'm going to repeat a little bit so you get the directional mic into the camera. She's chasing squirrels.
She's hanging out behind the shed waiting for the cats, to try and get the cats.
What does she do to the cats? Just chase them?
She tries to chase them, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a dog that was not very mobile, non-ambulatory, worked from the sleeping position to the eating position,
Yeah.
back to the sleeping position. And now we can't even call her an old Rottweiler anymore, which I know I have. In the title I go, old Rottweiler,
Yeah, I don't
loves
like
her chiropractor. You don't like that at all. And you're acting like a young, naughty Rottweiler who gets herself into mischief all the time. And then you also come check me out. You think I'm your new boyfriend or something.
Yeah.
So this is her life. This is the dangerous life of a Rottweiler that goes from mischief.
When she got out the other day, she actually went into somebody's house.
One
of the neighbors.
She breaks into the neighbors' houses. She runs the whole neighborhood now. And why? Why do you do all these things?
Her and Jackson, they're out to terrorize the neighborhood.
So let's see. And you did an Ancestry.com on her.
I
Well,
did
it's-
one,
it's,
but
you know,
I'm not
for
sure
dogs.
that it's correct. So I've just sent off an Embark one.
Okay, it's
They
a
haven't
different one.
received it yet.
Yeah, different company.
So
All right.
we'll see.
I'm on the TMJ here. This one's a little sensitive. I've done the left last time, but I'm going to do the right this time, if she lets me. Okay, so let's start working, okay? Ruby, I'm talking to you. Ruby, can I work with you today? May I work with you today? What do you think of that?
Overexcited.
All right, come back. Let's get to work. You have a right TMJ, so we're going to start there. Come on back. I'm going to take that as a yes. You've usually been saying yes to me. Come on over here. Oh. All right, let's spin you around. Just people want to see the action. I'm going to stand on top of you like this, and I'm going to come right into this TMJ. Got it. Ooh, that made a little click. Did you hear that? You heard it, right?
Yeah.
It made a click. So look at that. I'm going to rub your little face. And I'm sitting on your back. I don't know why I'm doing this. There's really no medical reason to sit on your back. But there you go. I'm rubbing into the TMJ also. They feel good now. Let's open up. Now I'll make the sound effect, okay? Ready? Oh, sit up. Come on. Don't be so limp. Oh. All right. You're just flopping around. Come on, sit up. Get up. All right, I want to open the mouth and check the span of the mouth.
Tell her open.
Open. All right, good. How was that? Was that fun? Was that fun? All right, so let's come down the neck and check some. You already have something here. So it's underneath that I'm feeling. On the right side, I've got the right atlas. I'm gonna pull it down. All right, sorry boo, but that was a good one. So she had a right superior atlas. Here's the left C5, body left. I'm gonna laterally flex to that side. Watch this, I'm gonna come in on her left side. Got it? And there's also one at C3. Got it. Those made little clicks. Did you hear them? Mwah. Coming down thoracics. I'm pushing pretty hard here. Let me just double check the atlas. Yeah, the atlas is good now. So there's good equal spacing left and right. Remember I did the occiput on you once? All right, I'm on that occiput now. That muscle's irritated. So I'm just gonna hold that for a second. Okay. And I'm in the atlantal occipital joint on the left, just inferior of the ridge of the occiput on the left side, and there's a big old muscle knot, and I'm rubbing that out. And that one's not misaligned, so we're gonna leave that one. All right, coming down the back. I prefer my right hand, but I'll do what's given. Left hand's not bad, but the right hand's better. Okay, coming down the back, watching her reaction, watching her breathing pattern. Nice. This is where it gets sensitive. We're down on the lower thoracics now. There's the first one, okay? All right, boo. I just have to get this on you, okay? So it's going to be a little sensitive. All right. This happens when you break into houses, okay? And don't use... All right. Can I get this one on you? Oh. All right, listen. I might want you to bring the camera down to our level a little bit because I don't love the angle from standing up straight. All right, just lie on your back, okay? Okay, and now you can shoot from up top a little bit, okay? They didn't teach us this position in my program when I studied. They didn't say cradle your lovely dog in your lap like this. No, they didn't teach this, but I've modified this to make you happy. To make you happy so that we can snuggle. Okay, this is what we do, you and I. So I'm back on the neck. That feels pretty good. Let's check your chest muscles. Check your rib cage. Here I am in the pec. Now the pec has a lot to do with front stability because it controls adduction, right? Right, Ruby? And that's the ability to pull your arm through, bless you, through the midline. Oh my God, you just sneezed all over me. Where is the hand sanitizer? All right, and I'm back on the right pec minor. And let's check these limbs. Okay, let's check the arm. Oh my God. That looks okay. Which was the tough one? That one's okay. He's moving pretty well now. All right, let's see. Pulling that up. Range of motion. Ah, my God. All right. All right, what are you doing? Are you happy? Is this a good position for you? All right, I'm going to check the psoas muscles up here. This is an anatomy challenge on you. All right. Let's check the Doug Tug. Have you ever watched any of the Nugget videos, Ruby? Do you watch my other channel or you only watch your own videos? A little bit self-centered. If you only watch yours, you should watch the other ones. We have some really good videos on there. There's great horse videos. There's really good. Deb is a big horse person. We watch them all. You know, does Ruby watch them all? Yeah. Okay, all right. You almost got in trouble. I was going to yell at you for only watching your own. But here I am on the Doug Tug, and I'm going to get into the kind of. There's a reflex here, so I'm going to push through and then impulse, dragging down on the reflex. May I get this for you? Okay, good. Thanks. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. What do you think of that? All right. All right. Oh, thank you. Thanks for rubbing my face.
Your paws are rough.
They're really rough. It's exfoliating. I had rough skin here, and now you're exfoliating it for me. But it feels good, whatever you're doing. Very nice. All right, let's see what else. Let me see what your teeth look like. You know, not bad, not great. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're okay. You get like a B. Not a C, not a D, not an F, not an A. Like a B. B minus maybe. Okay, any boogers in your nose? No, your nose looks pretty good. Mommy must have washed your nose. All right, and I'm coming down the back. I mean, this is a fun position, but we can't stay in this position forever. You know what I'm saying? People are watching. Okay? All right. Let's try a different position.
She just wants to snuggle.
All right. Shake it out. Good. Look at the camera. All right, Ruby, come back. Let's go. We got to work. I still got to get that thoracolumbar. You know, I found that bad spot on you. You still haven't gave it to me. Do you think I forget because you changed the subject by doing all this lovey-dovey stuff, but it did not change the fact that you still have a subluxation or a misalignment. Now, subluxation is when two bones misalign such that they interfere with the nerve flow from your brain down to your spinal cord into all the peripheral areas of your body. And when that happens, Ruby, it interferes with your body's ability to express itself at its highest level and have nervous system flow from head to tail. Okay, don't you want that? Good, so here it is. This is the bad spot. It might make her jump. I'm just warning you, everybody watching. I'm gonna push counter here. Ooh, that made a crack. Did you hear that? Okay. All right, are we friends? Ugh. All right, I'm gonna come down a little more. Now I'm on the L4. No, I don't like L4. L5 looks better here. And one more, stay down. Just need one more to get. And here's your sacrum. Can you shoot from top? Can you lean over and just shoot straight down where my hand is? So I'm down here at the sacral base. 1, 2, 3. Got it. And that one also made a little click. All right, so that part's done. Were you able to see it on camera, Roger? Roger, shoot for us today. Okay, good. So now I'm gonna come into the hip. I'm gonna put my leg over here to control you a little bit. Let's bring your leg forward first, okay? Nice. This is the good side. Still made a little clicky noises. Let's push this leg forward. All right. There you go. Let's bring it out. Okay. Good. It's like I wrestled. This is like wrestling moves, right? Like jiu-jitsu. I could cross over like this. Ready? And then just come back and pin you. But I'm not going to do that because you're a dog and we're not wrestling. But I'm going to abduct this and start pulling through, getting this stretch through the inside of your hip. And then I'm going to come long now. So I'm putting a lot of leverage here, pushing this leg long, and this is where she hits resistance. And this is her good side. But now that we're getting this open, she feels it necessary to run through the neighborhood, hide behind the shed so she can scare the cats, and run around creating crazy havoc throughout the whole neighborhood. And you don't really care, do you? Because it's what you want to do. Because you're living life large right now.
And her appetite is really good. And I'm thinking it's a combination of feeling better and being more active.
Yeah, and pain does suppress appetite on many species, including humans.
Is that me?
Or me, because when I'm not feeling well, I eat. And when I'm feeling well, I eat. So I eat. Now look, Deb's answering the phone. There we go. All right, a little longer because I'm almost done with this leg. Someone left a comment. I didn't answer it. It was annoying me. Sometimes I'm not a happy person. But they left a comment that said that they really think I need to get a larger room. So, I don't know. Maybe they should come pay my rent. New York City rent?
In Manhattan.
You have no idea. No idea what I pay for this tiny room. Probably a lot more than where you pay for your room where you live. But, you know, during this time period when New York City was basically shut down, there was a time I couldn't even get in my building for 3 months. Not this one, but the one I was in before this one, before I was in this tiny room. So the person leaving a comment said that I have a tiny room and it's not acceptable to have a tiny room when you're stretching a dog. So I'm sorry that my room's so tiny.
There's room enough for her.
So the other thing that makes me laugh, and people could comment on this too that are watching, is that sometimes we'll have something so sweet, like Ruby is really sweet, right? What's wrong with Ruby? Ruby's like a sweet, happy dog.
Yeah.
And people immediately, you know, leave thumbs up. But then there's always that person that feels they have to leave a thumbs down. You know, just to be contrary, to say, oh, I hated that video. And, you know, maybe they should not come to this channel if it bothers them so much to watch someone as beautiful and as happy and as fantastic as you are, Ruby.
She's very sweet.
I'm sure they don't like me. They like Ruby, but they're thumbs downing because they find me annoying. You know, or they don't like I talk too much or whatever. So now look, Ruby's giving me the stretch. As I was talking, I've been working, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm working for this stretch and I finally got it. Ruby's giving me a nice long hip now. For this, Ruby's at the end point of this stretch. This is a long stretch, Ruby, and she's letting me hold it and letting me hold it. And this is stretching her iliopsoas, her iliacus, a little bit on the rectus abdominis. We're bringing the leg back into extension. For her, this is a major extension. I'm going to lift a little higher. Watch this. Watch. Can you see the foot even? All right, good. And then let that go. All right. I'm going to shake this out. Okay. Shake this out. Work this whole thing. What do you think? It's pretty cool, right? Let me give you a little hug. We'll hit you with this thing. Hit you in the face with it. Okay, look at this. This is a wrestling move. All right, watch. I tell you, I was a wrestler. I'm going to cradle you. Cradle is this move, and then I pull her right into a pinning position. I got the leg, and I lock up the hands, and I just did a pinning combination. But as we do that, we're going to switch sides. We're doing a little bit of a scramble here.
There's not many dogs would let you do that without complaining.
I just did a cradle. I got back points. I didn't pin her, but we did get some back points. I think I got 2 back points. What do you think? Take a breath in, everybody. We still got to get this hip. Let's see her face close up. Okay. Roger's good on the camera. All right, listen. Listen, we're going to do your left hip now, okay? So this is her original bad hip, if you haven't watched these yet. If you have watched these, you should watch a couple of them, at least see where we started. After 9 videos, we had to, look, there's not enough room. We need a bigger office. We're going to move into a bigger office soon because of you. Okay. Hello? Ruby. It's for you. We use this as a telephone sometimes. All right, ready? We're doing the stretch now. Lie down. Boop. All right. This one does not want to move as much. I'm going to open this joint a little bit.
Even Jackson understands that you're helping her because
Can you see Jackson up here?
At the vet, when they're clipping her nails, he goes mad, like trying to protect her, yeah. And he's just hanging out.
All right, I'm stretching this. Is your bad foot?
Good boy.
I can't believe she's giving me this much on this bad foot. Ooh, did you hear it click? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Come really close to the camera if you can. You can hear it click. All right, that's about it. Guess you maybe didn't hear it. All right, you gotta stretch this. Oh, there it goes again. Pull it in.
She went for acupuncture a few times, but she didn't like that.
You know, dogs can get sciatica too. I wondered when we met if she had a little bit of sciatica, because that's really debilitating. So if you're, limping on that bad pelvis, that bad foot, you can get, doggy sciatica. It goes all the way down the leg. And, her glutes are stronger than they were, because she had some atrophy from her impairment.
She's more, she's level now.
Yeah.
And when she gets up now, she has a good stretch.
Right.
And
Ooh, look at that. And this goes freely now. This used to not open up. Good. Good. What do you think of this? Can I do more of this? Good. All right.
And she used to climb onto the sofa one leg at a time. And now she just leaps straight on it. And the other day, she went straight over the top of me to get on the sofa.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I don't know if you could hear that, but she used to hobble up on the sofa one leg at a time. Now she leaps up just like a young dog, a young Rottweiler.
Even from a standstill, she'll just jump
Just
straight
leap
on
up.
it. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
We'll get some video of that.
Yeah, maybe you can catch that one. That would be good. All right, I'm still working
And she
your hip.
jumps out of the car, and I have a big car. She jumps out of the back of it. Don't you?
So now I'm on the femoral head up here at the acetabulum, where the femoral head sits into the hip socket like it's a ball in a cup. And I'm working that whole joint. And there are some trigger points around there, but not so bad as they used to be. Then I'm under here in the glute. I'm reaching up high into the sacrotuberous ligament, which is really going on humans or animals or horses or dogs, to find when you can and work that. Ooh, there's my finger now in there. Do you feel? I'm very close to the butt, but I'm not in the butt, just in case anybody's wondering. And my fingers, I'm up to about this joint of my finger, into the muscle, into the glute. And if you ever took a yoga class, like right now I'm sitting on my ischial tuberosity or my sits bones, and a yoga teacher will go, get up on your sits bones, get up on your sits bones. And that's the part of the pelvis that is the round ring part of the bottom of the pelvis. And dogs have them, people have them, horses have them. And there's a ligament that goes from the sacrum to the ischial tuberosity, which is a Latin name for those tuberuses or those sits bones. And it's a very important ligament. It's very strong. And when it's jacked up like yours is on the left, or tight and shortened and adhesive, it will actually make the sacrum pull out of its position. So I'm in there now. There's a chiropractic technique based around it called the Logan Basic Technique. And there's a whole chiropractic college called Logan College of Chiropractic. But their founder, Dr. Logan, really developed this technique, and it's been translated to dogs and horses. And I'm in now even deeper now. Now I have 3 fingers, and I'm about this deep inside her pelvis, pushing in on that ligament and using it as almost as a bowstring, like if I was going to take a bow and arrow and I pulled back, right? That would take the 2 tips of the bow and pull them closer, right? Like if I could take the string, I'm holding the stick or the bow, and I pull back, what would happen to this tip and this tip? They would approximate, right? They would come closer. What's another way I could pull those tips together? Pushing. So instead of pulling, you're not going to get the arrow to fling that way, but if I push in, it would also draw that together. So if I push in on the ligament, because I really can't reach in without surgically grabbing it and pulling it out, but I can push in, which will draw the sacrum towards the ischial tuberosity, which is part of the ilium, and shift the sacrum by pushing on that ligament, and that's what I just did. So that can correct the leveling of her pelvis with a sacrotuberous push contact point, which is what I just did. And look at her face. She's pretty happy with it now. Can you see her little face? It's not little, but your big face. And I'm still on that point. I'm still on your sacrotuberous ligament, pushing in, not pulling, to bring your sacrum towards your ischial tuberosity. Are you following this? Because I'm really trying to explain this for you. Are you listening? Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Okay, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm helping you. You're a good girl, okay? And when your sacrotuberous ligament. All right, I think I'm done with the sacrotuberous ligament. So shake it out, Ruby. Thank you. All right. So that's what I did. I know that was like a little technical, but it's a good move. Come on over here. Let's talk to everybody. Oh, it means you have to sit up. Ugh. All right. All right. Here we are finishing up together. So we just wanted to say thank you for coming today. We worked on your sacrotuberous ligament. We worked on pelvic alignment. We did a few adjustments at the bottom of your thoracics and your middle of your lumbars, L4. Then we skipped L4. We went to L5, L6. Dogs have more lumbars than we do. And then we did the sacrobase posterior. We did right hip, left hip. We did 2 or 3 cervicals in the neck. We did right superior atlas, and we did right TMJ. I don't know if you're paying attention, but we did all those things. And you think I didn't do anything because I joke around a lot, but I adjusted probably 9 or 10 segments. Josette, you're the one who always does the timestamps. Really appreciate your timestamps. Tell me how many adjustments I did. It's up to Josette. If she tunes in this one, she usually writes it down for us. But thank you. And I appreciate everybody watching. And maybe you can leave Ruby a comment to encourage her to either run around the neighborhood more or run around the neighborhood less. Tell me what you think. Bye-bye.
High five.
L4, we went to L5, L6. Dogs have more lumbars than we do. And then we did the sacrobase posterior. We did right hip, left hip. We did 2 or 3 cervicals in the neck. We did right superior atlas.